warm.
I think that means we're ready to eat.
Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. We are on South Pattaya here, and I'm actually heading home right now. It's in the morning, but we had a fantastic evening last night. We went to a nice restaurant. It's kind of a special restaurant, and it's more than just a restaurant and a meal. It's a show. It's right down on Beach Road. In fact, you can see the beach from the dining venue, but it's kind of dinner and a show. You'll see what I mean. And in between looking at that, I'll also take you to a place that I think might be your best option for motorcycle shopping in the central Pattaya area. You can look at a lot of brands in a short amount of time, but let's get down to Beach Road and get this going.
So it's about dinner time, and we're going right around the corner here. We're on 13-2, Soy 13-2. Right around the corner should be Benihana's. That's where we're going, Benihana's. There's probably a Benihana's close by you. It's a chain, well-known chain, but I like to go to those kind of places maybe once every year or two. It's a little bit of a show, so tonight's that night. It's official now, we're here. We'll get ordered up here and see what we're going to eat. I am starving. Whew, I haven't eaten since breakfast. I did a test ride today and some other stuff, a bunch of other stuff. Busy day.
So welcome to Benihana's right down here on Beach Road, and I believe this evening we were the first ones here.
Looks like we got the place to ourselves.
So generally this is known as a Japanese steakhouse, and what I like about it is you sit down and they're going to cook your food right in front of you, right there on that kind of grill thing.
Okay, so we each basically got the same thing. I think that was the best bargain on the menu. We're getting beef, like a beef and shrimp combo platter. We got fried rice combo. We got vegetables. So we'll see. It should be a whole thing. I think it was 1,300 baht each. We will get back when they start cooking it up. Should be right there, hopefully.
So while they set all that up, let's go down to South Pattaya and look at some bikes real quick. I'm going to show you this place. I think it's probably one of the biggest showrooms for small motorbikes in Pattaya. Corner of Pattaya Thai and 3rd Road. The good thing is it's a big company. It's called Mityan. Mityan has dealers, all kind of dealers, all Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha. They've got all the dealerships, big bikes, scooters. But this one is like a conglomeration of all of them. You can find everything in here. You can find Hondas, you can find small scooters, you can find up to like a medium-sized bike. They really don't have any big bikes in here, but maybe up to something of 250 to 300 cc's. We'll see. We'll go in, we'll see. But I've been here before, but it's been a while. But there is a couple new models that I'm interested in looking at myself, and this is kind of where you'll see everything. One-stop shopping. You could go around to all the different dealers, go to Yamaha to look at Yamaha, or Honda to look at Honda, or come here and look at them all. Yeah, so right off the bat, here's two Rebel 300s. I saw an X-Max, actually two X-Maxes, I think, two Forzas, 2 or 3 X-Maxes. So they've got up to at least 300 cc. And of course the scooters, this little Honda Wave here. It's probably only a 110. Something like this MT-15, 155 cc, but a proper bike. Something like that. Maybe good for around town in Pattaya. When I move here, I'm not going to be riding around on the big bike riding around in Pattaya the whole time. I'm going to get something a little bit different. Probably, I don't know, probably just keep the big bike for trips and get a smaller runabout. The little 400 bike, when that's done, that's not for everyday use anyway. It's an old bike. That's for cruising around town once in a while. That's never been for transportation. So I think a lot of people might have got that wrong. Maybe it's my fault, but that's just a kind of a showy bike to ride around on a Friday night, cruise around in Bangsan or wherever. Another possibility. XSR 155, same as that MT 150 we looked at, or MT 15, but this is like a kind of a more retro style bike. I think it's a little smaller. You can see them right next to each other. This one's got a little bit more fairing around the tank, a little fatter, a little chubbier, and this one's just a little bit more compact. Same motor, I believe. Should be the same exact motor. Not real thrilled on those colors, but something like that maybe. They got 3 of them here. Even this thing, it's a 175. But these aren't very big sellers. It's like it's kind of like a bike right out of the 1980s. It's a Kawasaki W175. Strange thing is they also make a 250, and I think this is about 85,000, and the 250 Batmon Sampan, so it's 83,000, and the 250, which isn't that much bigger, is like 200,000. So it's only 50 cc's bigger, but a lot more money, which I think is kind of odd. And they're both basically the same kind of bike. But yeah, this is the place. You can see everything here. Look, they even got a leftover Yamaha 125 GT here. They don't make these anymore. In fact, there's another one. They got at least 2 of them here. A yellow one, a yellow one, and a red one. And I bet you they're a lot less than a brand new Honda Click. And I think as good, if not a better bike. So you never know what you're gonna find. So they would be leftover 2019s, I believe. Because I think 2019 was the last year they made them. Got your Honda ADV, we just tested that. There was another smoke gray one over there in the corner. But everything, you can find everything. Instead of going place to place to place to place, just come here. And then if they have what you want, but they don't have the color or something, remember they have all the other dealerships, so they can probably either get it brought here or steer you in the right direction. So one-stop shopping. This is also pretty sweet. This GSXS, I think these are only about 78,000 baht. Way less money than a PCX. This is a proper bike. This is the screamer. Of all the 150s, this is the screamer right here. It's basically a GSX-R 150, but a little bit maybe detuned. Better riding position. Jetmon Pattaya. Jetmon Pat, Jetmon Gao. That's so much bike for the money. I can't believe it. They would sell it for that. Considering what else you get at that price. I mean, you're gonna get this for like about $500 more than like a Honda Click 150. You know. Batmon Nungpan. Okay, 81. Last time I priced them, they were 78. Now it's 81. That's got to be in my top 5 best bikes for the money. Best bikes for the money. This new Yamaha WR155, put a little less aggressive mud tire on there, like a trail tire. Something like a trail or gravel tire. That would probably be great for around town. Really soak up the bumps. And I was thinking it was maybe a little smaller than that, but at around 100,000. It's around 3,000 US. Better get back. It's starting to rain. But always a good time there looking around. And like I said, you pretty much can find anything you're looking for. One-stop shopping and a good selection of them. So yeah, just thought I'd show you. And since I'm looking at a couple different things, that's where I thought I would go.
How are you?
So back at Benihana's here, the show's about to get started. William will be our chef. So meet William. He's a little bit of a local celebrity. He's been on Thai TV multiple times. And here's a YouTube video starring him that has almost 6 million views. So I believe we kind of hit the jackpot a little bit here getting William. We were very lucky.
I think that means we're ready to eat.
Yeah. We have to fry off sauce for this one ginger sauce. Made for seafood and vegetable. ซอสขิงนะครับคุณผู้หญิง
ครับ
เอาครับเจียวบอง
เดี๋ยวบอง
เจียวบอง
เจ้าบอง
เจียวบอง yes sir the chili paste
Oh, that's lovely.
spicy spicy โอเค are you ready pepper sup sup yeah you
So yeah, I'll tell you, I've been to more than my fair share of these hibachi grills, these Japanese steakhouses, and I think William has got to be the best hibachi chef that I've ever experienced in any of them. He was very passionate about what he does, very professional. And I think also the food was probably better than any of the other hibachi grills I've ever been to. So I think after the vegetables here, he said he was going to make us some egg rolls.
see egg roll นี่ egg roll
Or not. That's okay. We got plenty of other stuff to eat.
3 4 5 chop chop แน่ for you chop 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 เอ้ย sexy 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 I love you but you don't know ว้าว I love you พี่หญิงครับอ้าปากไปรอเลยนะอยู่ฝั่งโน้น
จริงอ่ะ
ใช่ครับ สับไปอย่างนี้อ้าปากรอเลยนะ
I'm impressed.
Sir, leg is fried right, please.
Okay.
Joyo! Yay! Yay! Okay, for sure.
Oh, yeah. I got it.
Sauce for sure.
Okay.
Yeah! ใส่เนยลงไปเนยบัตเตอร์เลมอนซอส
That's for both of us. That's not all for me.
โอ้แชร์ sharing โอ้เย้ชิม from Benihana Pattaya คนนี้เกาหลีกีสเต็กอย่าจูเลียนสเต็กนะครับจูเลียนสเต็กมีเดียมแรร์ yes sir
Yeah, I don't think that was quite medium rare, not yet. But he's doing the steak now, and I'll give you a good look at all the food as soon as the show's over here. I believe he still has the bean sprouts to go. But one thing I think is worth mentioning, I've been to a lot of these different places, as I alluded to before. And here, we just walked in, just the two of us, V and I. And by the way, V's first time here. She didn't quite know what to make of all this. I just told her we were going out for Japanese food. She was a little bit in shock when the show started. But like I said, we just walked in, the two of us, and we sat down, no questions asked, and they started to prepare the hibachi for us. So I've been to these places before, and they say, oh, you have to have at least 6 people or sometimes 8 people sitting around this hibachi before they'll bring out the chef and start the show. So a lot of times you might have to eat with people you don't know. I mean, it is good if you go with a group. You have a lot of friends or a big group of friends or family or something. It's kind of designed for that. But it is nice to be able to go by yourself. And here, that was perfectly okay. In fact, after we came in, there was one lady that came in all by herself, an older lady, and they brought out the chef just for a single person. So I like that.
So we're going to start eating, but that's one of the reasons I like to come here once a year. It isn't just for the food, it's for the show, the entertainment, and he did a wonderful job. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Very nice, very nice.
I am William.
Oh, William. We had a great time. Food was great. I'm stuffed. We got the steak and shrimp, and it was good food. It was a good show, and we'll see if we can stop off and maybe get a nightcap or something somewhere. We came over to Soy 13-1, and look who it is. We went to go in the Bangkok bar, but I want to go to So Nice. And look at that. That's it, baht. 50 baht draft beer. Oi, we had a good meal. We ate Benihana, Japanese.
So yeah, there you go. A great evening out, dinner, and a show. I guess you could call it a show, right on Beach Road. Benihana is part of the Royal Garden Plaza. So, you know, I ended up going to a pub. I think V went to the Bangkok bar, and I went my own way. But I talked to a couple people at the pub, local guys that live here, and I told them, hey, I just had a great meal at Benihana's. We had a great time. They said, who? Benny who? Where's that? And these are people that live here. So I got the feeling it wasn't just one person. It was 3-4 guys, different people that I talked to at different times over the course of the evening. So I'm thinking if people that live here, some of the residents don't know about it, how would visitors? So anyway, there's a little bit of that. So hopefully I'll have my bike update ready for the next episode. That'll be, either way, it'll be this weekend, Saturday or Sunday. And a lot of people have asked about that, so that is coming up, and I'm working on it right now. I'm got a couple backlog videos to get out, but I will get it out over this coming weekend, so stay tuned for that. But we're gonna make our way home from Pattaya this morning, and I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode off right here. And as usual, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye for now.